Hello guys, today we'll be installing some mods for Minecraft Pocket Edition. Like make a video about it, but who cares? Smarter. Oh, I kind of like Insta Farms. Oh my god, I have to look this to see if it's good. You can add 6 different. No, thank you. What's Ender's?
I'll put a picture on the screen. I don't think I have gameplay of it, but yeah, basically just kill it and it drops, I think, for sure gears all the time. And yeah, that's it. And how you locate them is they're on a random part of the map. And also, if you see this guy, don't fight them. If you see this fucking thing, it's a clockwork.
I got 100 coins. I just saw something I liked. Village generation. Village generator. God players.
That's the reason why that they have mommy.
You.
Don't worry, Casey does the same thing for his mom. I just hope my kids never act like that. Kayla!
No, 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 no. We're not installing that, Yukon and Knuckles. We're not installing that. If you want me to, then you're not a subscriber. Ocean Craft? What is that? What is Ocean Craft? What? Okay. Pikachu. Pokemon.
Are you hungry?
Yes, let me think. It's pizza.
It's worms.
Nah, it's pizza.
It's right here. You said that's what you wanted,
Okay. Thank you.
right?
Ooh. I actually want something cool. Like something that's actually I suggest you never install Darkblade's furniture because it actually crashes your game once you put one of his items in your inventory. These are just like the other one. Cart. I want to see more of these. Add-ons. Don't worry, I have lots of apps on this. Don't worry, you can just delete all of these after. Uninstall Hashtag. I haven't played it. I have played it, but not on. I just reset. Remember Litton Gaming and Gavin? Well, that's actually me. I just wanted to reset my tablet in the middle of the night. You guys are probably like, what are you Litton Gaming for? I mean, Litton Gaming and Gavin. Because when I when you reset your tablet, now like just hold the power button and press reset. You actually have to go to the settings.
Hi everyone. Today I'll be creating a grass gecko farm. First, I create two walled or fenced areas located far away from each other, and I connect the two areas with more walls or fences. In one of the areas, I will plant around 50 to 80 grass. While harvesting that grass, I can spawn the geckos. I can't say for sure when the geckos spawn. The wiki currently tells us that they have a 1% chance of spawning from transplanted grass, but I think that information might be a little incomplete. I had already harvested this grass area 4 times previous to this, since I planted the grass around 20 days ago, and this is when the first geckos of this area spawned. Their spawning here might have been caused by that random 1% chance, but this is also around the same amount of time that had to pass from the time that I plant grass to the time when the geckos spawned in all the other gecko farms I made. So I don't actually know how that 1% chance figures in. I think what actually happens is that we get that 1% chance of geckos spawning after a certain amount of time has already passed since we planted the grass. In my experience, it will roughly take around 20 days from the time I plant the grass to the time I harvest the grass and the geckos can spawn. And then they will continue spawning nearly every time I harvest the grass again. The reason for a second walled area is because grass geckos no longer spawn as long as other geckos are within the area of the grass that I'm harvesting. So if I want more geckos to spawn, I'll first have to move the geckos far away from my grass area. Ideally, I want to move them to a second pen. If I plan the layout of my base in advance, the second pen can actually be the pen that I intend to use as my gecko farm. I don't actually know how far they have to be moved away from the grass area in order for the grass to spawn more geckos, and I'm probably overdoing the distance. But if you want to be sure, you can try something similar. Because of all the other times when I did this before, I knew that after the first 6 geckos had already spawned, the next 6 geckos, though not guaranteed, were very likely to spawn immediately after. Now I have to move the second batch of geckos to join the first batch in that second pen. I can repeat the process as many times as I want until I am satisfied with the number of geckos in my gecko farm. So once I have finished the process of spawning and moving as many geckos as I want, I can destroy the grass pen and the connecting tunnel if I want to, and I will be left with the gecko farm. This farm has 20 grass geckos. I spawned the geckos 4 times, so I had 24 of them, but I lost 4 in the process of moving them. But just 20 grass geckos was already enough to provide me with more grass than I knew what to do with. The geckos are capable of jumping out of the fences occasionally, which is why I have a secondary fence to contain them and bring them back in when I need to. This might not be necessary if you use walls instead of fences. The important part of this gecko farm is finding a way to make the geckos drop their tails automatically whenever the tails are available without the need for me to approach them.
Electrolytes, need vitamins. This is the new Propel Vitamin Boost.
I absolutely love
Hi
pizza.
everyone. Today I'm going to recreate the process of making a vault goat farm. I only have 1 herd of vault goats in this world, so I'm going to create a temporary pen to relocate the herd, similar to what I would be doing if I were actually making one. first, I'm going to farm them. I like to farm the goats at night so I don't have to chase them around. It's also faster because I can hit them 5 times while waking them up from their sleep before I need to dodge. Once awake, I can hit them twice before dodging. You should never kill the last goat in the herd if you want to preserve them. All goat herds reach a maximum of 6 goats and they can multiply themselves back into a full herd as long as there is at least one goat left. When building a vault goat farm, the only real difficulty is relocating the goats. A lot of the information will tell us that what we have to do is kill all of the goats in a herd, except for the last one, and then we can push the last goat into its new location. I found the information a little bit frustrating because after learning that, what I first did when I created a vault goat farm was what I am doing now. I just chased the goat over a very long distance into the pen that I had made for it.
What?
Nothing.
But after doing that,
Hi,
the goat
baby.
would constantly hug the wall of its pen in the direction of its original location. This is because the goat's home location did not actually change and it is still trying to return home. This is bad because the goats can only multiply in their home location and they cannot be farmed this way. Eventually, I would learn to move them properly, but when the game introduced salt licks, I started to see what effect the salt lick would have on my original problem. If I were to place a salt lick inside this pen, the goat will start to behave normally. It won't constantly hug the fence anymore, and without my influencing its movement, the goat would start to move in different directions. And that is an indication of a goat in its home location. But after waiting for a long time, the goat with its salt lick never spawned more goats. The original problem remained, except for the fact that the goat was no longer hugging the fence. This is because the salt lick still did not change the goat's home location. If the salt lick runs out, or if I destroy the salt lick, the goat will go back to hugging the fence. And if I open the pen, we can see it return to exactly where it was before I moved it. So in order to move the goats properly and actually change their home location, what I have to do is to move the remaining goats slowly. I will stop once in a while to see if the goat is still trying to return to its original location. The moment I can tell that I've changed its home location is the moment the goat starts to move in a different direction without my influence in its movement. So every time it starts to move on its own, I know that the goat is now currently in a new location where it can multiply into a full herd. Now, I will just slowly and patiently repeat the process until the goat is in the place where I want my goat farm to be. I'm probably overdoing it with the patience, and a lot of the time we have to move the last goat over a very long distance. But I only have to do this once per herd that I want to move, and I would rather get it right the first time than have to retrace and repeat the process. Also, I want to make sure that I have planned the path I will take to move the goat. There should be absolutely nothing on the way.
Overheard on the internet. Bury me in white cheddar popcorn. Hashtag smart food.
Hi everyone. This video will be the first I will make containing a variety of short random tips, some of which might be useful, others will answer questions that I don't need to make a full video on, and the rest will be fun facts that are probably no use to surviving the game at all. I've been asked about the tree guard in my base. This has no use and it's only for decoration. But if you're wondering about the end tables, They are a way of containing and blocking a tree guard. Walls alone will not contain a tree guard in a pen this small because the tree guards destroy walls. The problem though with just using the end tables is that if I did not have the walls outside of the end tables, the tree guard will somehow get out of the pen. I never see it happen on screen, and I'm not exactly sure how or why it happens. But without the walls outside, the tree guard will eventually get out of the pen. The tree guard is still capable of sometimes destroying the walls even with the end tables blocking it. But as long as I repair the walls every now and then, the tree guard will not be able to do whatever it does to get past the end tables. I use the telelocator to bring in the tree guard, and I can use the lazy explorer to bring myself inside if I ever want to use the telelocator again. This is how I also added the stagehand. Before the game introduced the end tables, I used skeletons instead of the tables and a layer of walls outside the skeletons to block the tree guards. I asked someone to help me build it by dying over and over again to provide the skeletons. A more useful way of using the blocking ability of the end tables is during the Moonstone event. I had a feeling before that Clay was going to fix this in an update, but now they have also given us the boulders from the Antlion and caveats, and I'm pretty sure that will accomplish the same effect. A lot of mobs are not capable of destroying the end tables or the boulders, and the boulders can even be moved so they can act as their own door for us to get in and out. But with the end tables, I can either destroy them to get inside and just rebuild them, or I can continue to use the lazy explorer. We don't even have to make the enclosure very big. The hounds and the werepits are trying to attack the Moonstone. They're not trying to attack us.
So basically, if you are wondering what my skin is, don't ask. So here's a ostrich from the Animal Craft pack. I don't know what it drops
This
or
way, it is easy to
what it
convert
takes
more
to
than just
be
one star
tamed.
for full moon when the nights are longer during winter and spring.
But some of the stuff.
Moon dials were an addition to the
Wait.
game that made it easier for us to
Okay.
follow the moon cycle. But there was always an easy
Let's
way
try to
know the
find
day of our next full moon.
the village.
Whenever the day ends in the number
See?
1,
Look
the
at
number
that.
beside that one is an odd number, is always going to be a full moon.